career advice. 1. Successful people listen. The Pareto principle. Does anybody know what the Pareto principle is?
Successful people what? Listen?
Listen. The Pareto principle is 80-20. It's the 80-20 rule. 80% of the value is delivered by 20% of the product or service. Focus on that 20%.
Could you repeat that?
You mean
80% of the value, now remember my general business terms, we talked about values being number one. 80% of the value is delivered by 20% of the service or the product. Okay? So a better example would be, you look at Apple's earnings. You look at iPhone, which brings in close to 60% of their revenues, right? The product, right? 80% of the value, 80%, if you look at that pie chart, it's only 60% for them, but 80% is made up by the product or service, being the iPhone. The iPhone is just one small part of their lineup, but it brings in 80% of the value. The importance of passion. Okay, got to find passion. So I have here, when Warren Buffett finds people to run his business, he finds somebody that would do the job for free. Somebody that's passionate about what they're doing. Be likable. Nobody likes anybody that's a douche. Okay? Just when you think you have it 100% right, that can be your downfall. Okay. I like that. Which kind of speaks to my next point, which is people who are lucky make their own luck. Discover your leadership traits and abilities. So a large part of your role is to inspire and motivate people. People look to you for confidence. The outcome of a negotiation is basically a function of your alternatives, right? So the outcome of negotiation is a result of your alternatives, which is basically saying, know your next move, or know your options. Okay? The next one, A's hire A's, B's hire C's.
A's hire A's.
A's hire A's, B hire C's. Be a clear and fair manager. Practice self-discipline. And my two more. Be yourself. and you've got to give trust to get trust. That's probably the hardest thing to learn, even for me currently, is you have to give trust in order to get trust.
In business?
Yes, and it's very hard to do in business because you're constantly competing and strategizing and trying to, and you're always looking over your shoulder at what the next guy's doing or the next competitor's doing. So it's very difficult to give trust. But I think your customers have to trust you, right? There are people that have to trust you, and you have to work for that. But if you give it to them, they'll give it back to you. Go through the process. You guys will develop your own list of things. I feel like these are probably things that I've dealt with over the years, and they were just put in a very concise list that I felt like I could use. So, all right.